Imagine a checkout flow. Your web service calls the payment service calls the receipt service, and each call waits for the next one to finish before answering. This is a synchronous chain. Every service blocks, holding a connection open until the one downstream replies. As long as everything is fast, it feels fine. The request travels down the chain and the response travels back up. But now the receipt service slows down. Maybe it's sending emails, maybe a database is struggling. It takes 10 seconds to reply. Because the call is synchronous, the payment service is now stuck waiting for those 10 seconds. It can't do anything else. And the web service is stuck waiting on the payment service. One slow service just tied up the whole chain. Now imagine the receipt service crashes outright. The payment service is holding connections that never get an answer. Those held connections pile up. Threads exhaust, memory fills, and the payment service collapses under the load it was never designed to hold. Then the web service collapses for the exact same reason. One downstream failure cascades upward and takes down services that were perfectly healthy. That is a cascading failure, and it is a nightmare. The fix is to stop chaining services synchronously. Drop a message queue in between them. Now the web service, the producer, drops a message onto the queue and immediately returns. It does not wait. It is free to serve the next user. The queue is just a durable buffer. It holds every message safely until something is ready to read it. The payment service, the consumer, pulls messages from the queue at its own pace and processes them one at a time. Producer and consumer are now decoupled. They only ever talk to the queue. If a burst of traffic hits, the queue absorbs it. The producer stays fast, the consumer works through the backlog steadily, and nothing gets overwhelmed. That buffer is what makes the system elastic. What if a consumer crashes mid-message, or a network blip drops a delivery? The queue guarantees at least once delivery. An unacknowledged message is not gone. It simply becomes visible again and is redelivered. And if one message keeps failing over and over, the queue stops retrying it forever. After a retry limit, it sends that poison message to a dead letter queue, where it can be inspected and replayed later without blocking the healthy ones. So when a downstream service slows or crashes now, the queue just holds the messages. The producer keeps flying, the consumer recovers and catches up, and your system stays up. That is the power of a message queue.